We've issued a first alert weather day ahead of some strong to severe thunderstorms that we will see tomorrow afternoon. Now, the good part about this first alert weather day, we've done this song and dance before. We're looking at the very similar setup to what we saw last week, mainly on Friday. Now, a few storms in the morning are certainly possible. That's not out of the question, but the main timing that we are looking at is tomorrow, Thursday afternoon into Friday morning, mid-morning on Friday. Heavy rain and straight line damaging winds are going to be the main impacts, but we can't rule out hail and a brief isolated spin-up tornado. So really, everything is on the table as far as this system is concerned for tomorrow. But for the rest of today, we're going to remain pretty clear. A little bit breezy, though, at times. Maybe heading out to Bowen Field. First pitch at 6:30 for the Bluefield Ridge Runners game. It'll be partly cloudy skies. Winds will be a bit gusty, but as we move into the ninth inning, clouds are going to start to increase, as will the humidity. So it'll feel a little bit more on the sticky side. But we take a look at satellite radar. You don't need me to tell you it's a nice day, very quiet out there. We go back off to the west. This is the MCS mesoscale convective system. It's in conjunction with a cool front that's going to start to push our way. It's bringing a lot of severe weather over towards the Missouri area and then over towards Illinois and Indiana. Now, that'll be our next system that we are watching tomorrow. But we are also watching this right here. This is Tropical Storm Arthur, which just recently formed within the last hour or so in the Gulf. Now, I want to kind of time out Arthur for you a little bit because Arthur will be a little bit of a player on our weather pattern as well. So Arthur is going to be briefly lived tropical storm. It'll weaken as it pushes towards and then makes landfall into Louisiana. Now, we will get some outer bands of that moisture. It's all really dependent on how far south this storm tracks. It does look like it's making more of an eastward track at this time, but if it jogs just a little bit to the north, that'll increase our moisture for Friday. Now, let me time out the next couple days for you here on Futurecast. Few spotty sprinkles potentially early tomorrow morning. Mainly by mid-morning, we'll start to see more activity, widespread activity in the showers and thunderstorms. Then by the lunchtime hour, more widespread activity. It's really by the evening commute, that main line that we are watching for the most abundant activity of severe weather. Straight line damaging winds and heavy rain is what we're looking at. But as we really move into the 9 o'clock hour, we still have that activity with us, and it'll linger with us really into the early parts of your Friday morning. But as we lose that daytime heating, we will start to see a decrease in the severe activity across the area. But the atmosphere will have a fair amount of energy to work with tomorrow, especially during the peak heating hours with dew points elevated and warmer temperatures. It's creating an environment that's pretty conducive for severe weather. Now, let's take a look at that 10-day forecast. The rest of today, a pretty nice day, all things considered, just a little bit on the breezy side. We've outlined tomorrow as a first alert weather day ahead of those afternoon showers and thunderstorms that could be on the severe side. Some of that weather lingers around into your Juneteenth on Friday, but we start to see it taper off moving throughout the day on Friday, and we clear out as area of high pressure starts to take back control moving into Saturday. Joshua? Polygon. Coal City, it looks like this is just going to miss you guys. Again, Shady Spring, the heavier pockets of rainfall right over your head right now. This is kind of where we are starting to see, looks like that little bean shape is kind of that area of rotation that we are starting to see over towards the southeastern portions of Beckley. This is probably approximately our main area of rotation. It looks like that's right by the I-77 toll booth, if I'm not mistaken. Now, of course, if we're going to try to get a bit more of a zoom on it, over towards the southern portions of Daniel. So if you live just to the west of Shady Spring, make sure you are taking shelter immediately. We want you on the lowest floor near the center, away from windows. It looks like we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning issued for the counties of Fayette, Nicholas, Raleigh, and Wyoming County until 8 a.m. And it looks like it does have a tornado possible tag along with it. Now, again, so you are going to want to make sure that you are taking shelter. If you are maybe if you know anyone in the southwestern portions of Nicholas County, you know any family members, make sure that they are taking shelter. There's this big line right here. Now, we are looking at this, it looks like a bit of a bow echo feature over here. Now, it's along Route 97. I'm going to try to get some street names here for you guys. Route 97 over towards Valley Drive, Smith Avenue, and Old Mill Road. Again, you still are included in this tornado warning polygon. The Linco area, again, in this tornado warning polygon over towards Linco Hollow Road. Linco Hollow Road. You want to make sure that you are taking shelter. Pine Acres Road. If any of these roads sound familiar to you, again, if you know anyone, maybe your family members or something within this area, make sure that they are taking shelter immediately. And then the Covington area at around 9:10, the top of the hour. That's if this thing holds together. Again, this is in effect until 8:45 this morning. So we are keeping an eye on this. Now, it's regardless if you're in a tornado warning polygon, severe thunderstorm warning polygon, I would consider taking shelter because these storms have been capable of producing some very damaging winds. We've seen winds at around 60, 70 miles per hour within some of these severe thunderstorms. We do have a flood watch in effect for the counties of Fayette, Raleigh, Wyoming, McDowell counties in West Virginia, and Buchanan County over there in Virginia. That goes until 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, we're looking at the rainfall estimates. These are some radar estimates on what we've gotten over the last 24 hours or so. Now, the majority of that rainfall has come today, but this just kind of goes to show you just how heavy these showers and thunderstorms have been across our area. Rainfall rates of about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of rain in some locations. That's a lot of rain in a short amount of time, despite whether you've got a drought ongoing or not. But that's not going to bode well for our drought monitor. Well, we did a lot of work last week to kind of just get ourselves out of extreme drought conditions in a lot of our area. In fact, we kind of broke even, if you will, because again, you want about an inch of rain per week to really just avoid any drought concerns. So 1 inch a week kind of breaks even as far as our rainfall totals are concerned. We want more than an inch per week to kind of just to make gains and be able to help ourselves out with that drought concerns. Now, looking at our 6 to 10-day temperature outlook, June looks like it's going to be off to a bit of a warmer start, and I'll kind of time that out for you here on the 10-day forecast. Meteorological summer and the start of hurricane season starts on Monday, and it's going to start on a bit of a warmer note. We could potentially push 80 degrees by next weekend, and before temperatures start to really hit the 80s, moving into the latter part of the forecast window. Megan. Good morning, Joshua and Rihanna. The rain is starting to let up just a little bit outside our Bluefield studio here, but overall, most of the heavier activity for our showers are concerned is actually starting to track off towards the northeast of our area, towards areas like Monroe County, and then really the eastern portions of Summers County as well. But if you look behind me, we do have some fog in the background, so if it's not raining in your neighborhood, it is going to be a little bit foggy as you head out the door. So again, you want to give yourself a little bit of extra time. Again, appointments are encouraged, but walk-ins are welcome for the blood drive today. We'll be out here until 3 o'clock this afternoon. The weather is actually cooperating for us so far today, but as we take one final look at that 10-day forecast, we've outlined today as a first alert weather day, just ahead of those afternoon showers and thunderstorms that could be on the stronger to severe side. Damaging straight line winds, heavy rain, and hail in 1 inch diameter is what we are concerned about. As we move into your Saturday, really just a very nice day. Low 80s for our high temperatures, comfortable dew point levels. So get outside, get in front of a body of water, and just enjoy the day, because those rain chances are going to return to the forecast moving into Sunday afternoon for your Flag Day. And it's really just a kind of a bit of a up and down weather pattern as we move through the rest of the week. Joshua, I'll send it back out to you. But we, of course, have some things to talk about here in the weather department as we go into this holiday weekend. Now, that big heat dome that has been kind of just dominating our weather pattern, that broad area of high pressure, it's kind of going to start to break down moving into the day today and into this upcoming weekend. So that'll yield to the chances for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms both today and for the Independence Day tomorrow, Sunday as well. Not one particular day looks to be a washout. Sunday does look to be the wettest day of the week, and with that in turn, we will see our temperatures cool down just slightly heading into the next work week. Welcome back, everyone. Satellite and radar starting to get a little bit active. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning issued for the southern portion of Tazewell County. That goes until 12:15 tomorrow morning. We've got some of the approximate arrival times for you on your screen. Claypool Hill at 11:43 in a couple minutes, and then Tazewell proper at 12:03. Now, overnight tonight, it'll be pretty isolated as far as the shower and thunderstorm activity is concerned. Not everyone will see rain across our area. We check in with that what to wear forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures rise into the low 80s. You will want to have that umbrella with you for some of those afternoon thunderstorms. We take a look at that 10-day forecast. Again, a pretty summer-like weather pattern, very typical summer-like weather pattern is what we're starting to enter across our area. Temperatures fairly seasonable, but daily rain chances, unfortunately, not one particular day looks to be a washout. Megan and Tyus.
Zachary, thank you. We were so happy to have you on the desk tonight, and I think I can speak for both of us when I say we're sad to see you go, but you know.
Again?
Again. Yes.
You got a point there.
But thank you for coming in today and keeping the people informed with the weather that we've been having.
Thank you guys for having me today.
Absolutely. It's been a joy, as always, Zachary.
Sometimes.
It's always a joy.
Okay.
But I have to ask, you know, kind of branching,
We love you, Zach.
branching off of the what to wear graphic, are you going to be wearing Crocs tomorrow?
If you're not crocking, you're not rocking.
Ooh, that's a bar.
Oh, I think I disagree. Tyus, what are you wearing tomorrow? A suit, right?
Yeah, I'll be here. So.
We have the 6 and 11 Sunday show tomorrow because tomorrow is day 1 of our 251st year. Have a great night.
Run. I got to go down to Field in McDowell County because I had to do some hometown hero shooting. So seriously, I enjoyed it. I only saw maybe a pop-up shower or two. So
Yeah, it was mainly all the rainfall yesterday was mainly confined to our western counties. But I also do have 6 a.m. confession time.
Oh, you did.
I tripped and fell in my bed.
Zach.
When I got
Zach.
I'm
Dang.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. The big reveal that I did during the commercial. I made a basketball.
Oh,
Look, I made a basketball, and in honor of the Miami Heat recently acquiring Giannis Antetokounmpo, Miami Heat, the greatest basketball team in the NBA, future NBA champions, 2027 NBA champions, that is. We're going to shoot the ball. Buckets.
And
Hey everyone, just wanted to give you a quick update on our first alert weather day for today. The main threat that we are going to see across our area for any storms that do become on the stronger to severe side is damaging straight line winds. We could see some heavy rain in some neighborhoods and isolated hail as well. Now the timing for these storms really does look to be around the mid-afternoon to early evening hours. 3-4 o'clock is when we're going to start to see these storms fire up across our area, and they will linger with us into the early parts of tomorrow morning, mainly like the 1-2 o'clock hour. We should be all clear from any severe weather. And Saturday's actually shaping up to be a very nice day. Now, the atmosphere will have a lot of energy to be able to feed off of today. Of course, I'll take a deeper dive and go more in detail with that today at noon. And I'll be live, actually, from a blood drive at Ramey Tazwell, the Chevy used car dealership. So I hope you'll join us. Hey guys, just wanted to introduce you real quick to my dog. There's Honey on the left and there's Shayna on the right. Those are my two dogs, and they love to go out for walks, even when it's hot out, like how we're going to be this week here in the two Virginias. Now, one thing I do try to keep in mind when I take Honey and Shayna out for walks in the extreme heat is I like to do what's called the 7-second test. So basically, you place the back of your hand on the pavement, and you let it sit there you try to let it sit there for 7 seconds, and if you can't hold it for 7 seconds, then that's how I know it's too hot to take Honey and Shayna for a walk. So you're going to want to keep that in mind this week as our temperatures soar well above the 80-degree mark and really approach 90 degrees in a lot of neighborhoods. You want to keep that in mind. You also want to make sure that A, you're staying hydrated, B, you're wearing light-colored and loose-fitted clothing, and C, you want to make sure that you're checking on the elderly, the infants and the young population, and the expectant.